What's up, beautiful people? It's your boy Rickey Jones here, and on this video I will be unboxing, setting up, and seeding this here hydroponics system. Let's go! What's up, beautiful people, and welcome to another episode of Don't Keep Up With the Joneses. 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 What's up, beautiful people? Like I said, this is what we are doing, largely because it is like raining outside. Well, it's slowed down right now, but it is raining, and I thought to myself, man, hydroponics is another great way that no matter what the conditions are outside, you can still garden and grow the things that you desire to eat, okay? So I have another system. This one is the iDoo hydroponics system, which I will put a link down below. It is currently right now only $80, which is a bargain for a hydroponic system, especially that does all that this does. Which another thing that I'm excited about this system is because you can start from seed. As you all may or may not know, I did an unboxing as well as growing right now. You can see the light back there, ding, for the Spider Farm hydroponic system. Now that one you have to transplant the seedlings, in which you know, is a different way of going about it, but this one you can start from seed to harvest. Okay, so I'm thoroughly excited, and they even say that you can start from seed and then transplant them within the sponges themselves and things like that, which is another cool thing. However, with this being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the unboxing of it, and know that if there's something that you would have for me or desire for me to unbox, show on the channel, all you have to do is mail it to this address, and we'll converse and make things happen. Okay, that's what we do. Okay, it's a family, y'all. And if you are new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. We do gardening videos both inside and obviously outside, but then also we have some chickens that are growing in the back, which I'm doing videos for that as well. But then also I have raised beds and things like that, which I will say this as well before I get into it. I know y'all like, Rickey, just stop talking, but this is cool. Now, as you see with the raised beds, I have multiple ways of doing raised beds. I do multiple ways of gardening, grow bags, container gardening in the ground that I'm about to start. But even with your hydroponic system, it's okay to have multiple ways of doing it. Okay, find the one that works for you, and then tap in, lock in, and grow from there. Okay, all pun intended. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this unboxing, and then we're gonna do some seeding, and then we're gonna do some growing, and I'm gonna show you what you should do as well. Let's go. All right, great people, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this box open. I'm not worried about the address because I already put the address on the screen itself. So, you know, for the people like, oh, you put your address. No, it's the address I want you to send stuff to, okay? So, here it is. Ooh, it's a box in a box. How about that? Again, like I said, it's the iDoo. Boom, iDoo. Living Made Easy. I appreciate you all. And, you know, shouts out to them because they even have some other cool things on their store on Amazon, okay? So Amazon is where you'll find them, and Amazon is where you will receive your package, okay? Ooh, nice packaging, okay? They care about their product, okay? The iDoo hydroponics system, okay? These are the instructional buttons, okay? I appreciate that. Put that book to the side. I feel like I have a working knowledge of what I should expect. Man, that I've done this once time before. Nonetheless, I'll keep it to the side if I do need to refer back to the instructions. Hey, two boxes to choose from. I'll choose the one to my right because I'm right-handed. All right, here's the top. Ooh, the lights. Yes, indeed, with a fan. Now, this is clutch. Now, the Spider Farm hydroponic system does not have a fan, but this one does. Now, obviously, I'm not comparing one to the other, but I am speaking from the idea of what I am used to, being as to what I have, as opposed to what this one is. But I will say, the fan is very clutch, largely because when you do have a fan with your seedlings and things like that, that is going to help to keep them from being weak and leggy and things like that, because you do have those fans and things like that that's going to keep everything nice and sturdy. Oh my gosh, what a gift box in a box. My goodness, I was not even expecting all of this. Ladies and gentlemen, of course we know we're going to have the pole that's going to attach to the back, that's going to allow for the lighting system to be raised and lowered, if you will, from the system, because what you don't want to do is have your lights within like 4 centimeters of the top of your seedlings themselves. So that's why it's beneficial for it to raise and lower and things like that as your plants grow. and do what they're supposed to do so that you can do what you need to do, which is eat those bad boys when everything is finished. So I'm gonna slide that to the side, and we're gonna go ahead and make that happen. Boom, like so. Now what we do have are our sponges, which are gonna be also vital and necessary, which they gave me 2 packs of these, which is very, very clutch, largely because, like I said, with some of these you can grow the seedlings in here and then you could transplant it to whatever growing method you are using, or you can just allow it to continue to grow. And then of course you have your cups that we're going to use as well. Man, they give you domes, they give you, oh my goodness gracious, man, this is amazing. All right, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do, I'm gonna get this here tape off because we don't need that anymore. We are ready for it to do what it needs to do, which this is going to help to keep the water circulating and things like that, which is going to keep the air in the water, which is going to give the air to the plant itself, which is going to allow for it to grow. Now this is a 1-piece system, which is pretty cool. It's going to allow for me to just keep everything right here and doing what it needs to do. So without further ado, let me clean this out. We're going to add water and then we'll build from there. Okay, great people. So I have some of the sponges here soaking, which this one did not say it was necessary. However, the previous one did say it needed it. So I did open a package of sponges, 1 pack. There's 12 holes to be planted in. I believe there are 12 sponges in here, but nonetheless, we'll just open through. I do want to show you all the different things that come with this here system, which is different than the previous system that I have also unboxed as well. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cups in which we are going to put our, you know, sponges in and things like that once we get to that part. But I definitely wanted to make sure you all saw that there were 12 for 12, okay? But not only that, but you also get these, which I love the packaging as well. Nice and clean, nice and white. Now what these are so vitally, oh my gosh, this is worth the price of admission. These are caps, okay? And these caps are necessary and vital when you want to cover up some of your holes, okay? You may not want to plant 12 plants at a specific time, especially if you're growing like tomatoes or peppers that are flowering plants. You want to skip a hole in between each one to allow for space for the tomatoes, for the peppers, or for whatever harvesting plant that you are growing. Now, let me even show you why and how it works, but then let you know the importance as well. So like this, boom, it goes into a hole. So let's say you want to plant on either one or each and every one. So boom, right? You could pull one right there, have one right there, have something growing here, such as your tomato plant or a pepper plant, and then you would just skip one and things like that. Now, these are vitally important because my previous one didn't have it, but more than anything, this one is cool because this will keep the light out of the hole, which light going into the water will create algae, which will create a problem for your hydroponic system, which everything is sensitive to the water because everything comes from the water to your plant. So you want to make sure the water is great. And so having these covers will keep your water from having the algae, from getting any mold or anything like that, but then also as well stop water from coming out of the hole and things like that. So these right here, oh my gosh. And my other system, I have like a piece of foil covering. I've used a golf ball, different things you try to do, but here they have caps so you will have what you actually need. So shouts out to you, iDoo Hydroponic System, just for that alone. But here's another package, which, man, like I told y'all, it's like Christmas. Oh snap, what do you say? These are little banners to let you know what you are actually growing in the hole, which you all, for those that know me, know I label less in my systems, but this is going to help me to label. Now, I'm assuming that you probably want to use like a dry erase marker or something like that, just so you won't be like stuck to growing what you write on here. But let me show y'all what's going on. So look at here, great people. So here, it's a hole already set aside for the markers to go, and then you can even turn it to whichever direction in which you want it to be pointed. So, oh my gosh, y'all literally thought of everything. Like, how can it get better? That was that packaging. So now I'm just going to the next one now. Right now, this one rates as my top hydroponic system that I have had in my own possession. Y'all can let me know in the comments if you can think of anything better. I do rock with you, okay? Let me just finish that thought. These right here, ladies and gentlemen, are caps. These are claps that will go on the top and even has a hole for when the... I do. let me show you all. Look, let me just peel that part off. Okay, whatever. Here's a hole for when the seedling germinates and the stem can come through. Come through, iDoo. Now, you may be wondering, why is this like a thing? And even does have space for you to write whatever it is on there as well. If you don't use the whole little T's, like, you know, golfing and things like that, they have little areas for you to boom, 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 write it there. Now, this is vitally important because the sponge itself can have some molding problems and issues like that, which one of my sponges on my other system has had it, which I looked at, I'm like, man, that doesn't look good. But this right here will cover the sponge itself so that the light won't hit the sponge, because the sponge is wet. So when the light hit the sponge, you can have that mold and algae issue that you can have in the water, because the sponge itself has the water. So this will cover it so that that won't be a problem for you or myself, okay, because I have it. Thanks to iDoo. Oh my gosh, and it just keeps getting better. What's also in this here package right here are these domes. Now, these domes are going to be clutch for this system particularly, because these domes will help create a little area like a greenhouse effect for my seeds to help germinate the seeds so I can then harvest as well. So putting these on top, which you all will see all of that being put together as I do grow today. We're gonna grow some stuff today, okay, from seed. So you won't see anything, but you'll be able to see how to start your seeds when you do purchase the system. But nonetheless, we do have the domes, we do have the cover, and I have 2 more boxes to go through, which, like I said, I mean, I do rock with you, okay, because you all have everything, okay. There was nothing left to my, you know, imagination of needing to do. Okay, we have the power cord, which obviously you gotta have power, right? It's a hydroponic system. Now, if you are doing it off the grid, I mean, you're awesome, okay? I'm not, and so I'm gonna go ahead and plug that bad boy into the wall or into a power cable that's plugged into the wall. But anyway, with it all, what do we have in the last box? You don't say. Man, I tell you what, you know, you see stuff on Amazon and things like that, and you like, man, that can't be so. But ladies and gentlemen, there is plant food. Plant food. A and B. I don't know what A and B stands for. They both say for vegetables, flowers, fruits, and so on, which I like the so on part. That's pretty cool. But I don't know. We'll work through this. Now, when I am seeding the seeds in here, I don't have to worry about food right now. So that does give me time to read up on what this is, what this does, and how to do it. But the cool thing about this system is that it comes with food. I had to find food for the other one. Obviously not comparing, but I'm just saying, one-stop shop. Everything that you need is in the box. Again, link down below. Make sure you get it. Click it. This is what you want. If you're looking for a hydroponic system, I think I found the one that we all should go about. So now that I gave enough time for the sponges to do what they need to do, which obviously, like I said, it did not say or require for it to do just that, we're going to go ahead and put everything together, okay? We're going to build it, then we're going to set it up, and then I'm going to show you how you should do it too. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Man, subscribe out of my excited. I'm just so excited that I have something, one-stop shop, and you all can too. This you can do indoors. You can do indoors in the garage like myself, at your office desk. All you need is a plug. That's it. Everything is in here. The light's there, the water's there, the nutrients are there, the watering is there. You can grow food at your work desk and cut off the lettuce. See, here's the thing about the hydroponic system. I'm gonna just go ahead and tell y'all this. Here's my truth. I want to get to a point where I'm just only drinking my food, okay? That means smoothies only. So I'm gonna grow some spinach. I'm gonna do, of course, some arugula, and then of course some kale. But nonetheless, with it all, I'm gonna do some Swiss chard. But the plan is to be able to just to eat. So if I can have a system that always gives me the plants and the leaves and things like that to be able to eat as I grow, I won't have to go outside. Oh my gosh. Wow. Talk about doomsday. This is the way to go about it. All right, great people. So the first thing that we want to do after cleaning everything out is we're going to add our water. Because, I mean, you can't do anything without the water in a hydroponic system. And so let me get to the front of it, because you only want to add 4 liters of water there, in which you can do distilled water, or you can do tap water as well, which I love this system because you can do tap water. And so that just clicks on like so. Boom. So this is all going to be about setup, not so much maintenance. We'll do videos for that when those times come. So we're just going to go ahead and put the cups in like so, because I'm gonna use every hole, because I'm not using or growing anything that's flowering. And so that gives me the ability to use each and every hole that is usable. So I don't need the caps, but I'm so happy that I do have the caps. I may be able to use the caps on the other system. But anyway, let's go ahead and put the sponges down, because this is where we're gonna put our seeds into. I'm glad I looked at that. There's a little like cork hole or whatever that I'm peeling off the bottom of the sponge, with the thought that that's going to allow for the roots to be able to go through. It may or may not, I don't know. So I won't do all of them. Now we're going to go ahead and add the seeds, in which I'm going to do Swiss chard. I have spinach and I have arugula. And so I'm going to do like 2 seeds per hole, largely because that's just how it's worked for me. If necessary, I can always add another seed. On the Swiss chard, well, I can do 2, because they do 4 for 1. Add 1 there. All right, that's our Swiss chard. So now we're gonna do the spinach in the middle row. Hopefully all this I can remember. I already told you all, I'm not the best labeler. But they gave me 2 options to label. Just choose one, Ricky. That's what they say. And now from here, I'm gonna do 2 kale in the front and then 2 arugula as well, because my wife loves arugula. I love kale. Why not keep us both happy? That's my thought. Oh, and then lastly, we have some arugula that grows very fast. So I think the arugula is going to give us some immediate excitement, which they are also small seeds, which I need to even tell you all about that part as well. So at this point, what I like to do is just take a toothpick and make sure the seeds are as low as they can be, largely because once the roots do sprout and things like that, you do want to make sure it is submerged in water. And so that's why I like to do this. I learned that on my previous system. And so obviously I'm going to give you all the tricks of the trade, in which they did go down. And you can also put water down in there, which will help. So let me just do that and show you all how to do that. All right, so I have this little squirt bottle that you may or may not have seen me use on previous gardening videos. And so I've done that as well. The seed's going to come up a little bit, but it's okay. It'll go right back down, which ultimately is what you want, just to make sure. I don't like that. Scratch that idea. I'm gonna still leave it in the video, but I'm gonna say scratch it, because it's doing more than I needed to do, and I don't want to add more water than I absolutely have to or should. So scratch that idea. Use the toothpick. That's gonna get you what you want. And now from here, I'm gonna add the domes. You may be thinking, oh, Ricky, like you were talking about the caps. Yeah, I'm gonna wait to talking about this situation. I'm gonna wait until the seedling has developed. Before, I don't want it to get anything trapped up under. So we're just gonna go ahead and dome it out like so. Boom, boom, boom. Making sure everything is covered. Because again, it's gonna create that greenhouse dome effect. Oh man, they gave me more caps than I need. Man, y'all are all right again with me. Oh, okay. So let me go ahead and label these, because I should and I will, because I want to do the things the right way, and it's gonna look good as well. All right, I can't find my dry erase marker, so I'm gonna do it like this. I'll put this in the front for the arugula, that in the back for the what is that, spinach. This is kale, and these are Swiss chard. Okay, so I did my own little inner working labeling system. But now at this point, what we can do is go ahead and put the lid on top before we plug everything up. And just to show you all as well what that looks like, it should be a nice easy clamp, which I might have it on backwards. Yep, I did. Wait, is it? Yes, it is. It's on backwards. No problem. That's what happens when you go too fast out of excitement. Ah, it's nice and lower too. Oh man. Man, the system keeps getting better. But now there are 2 plugs that you have to plug in. Okay, so on the back area there is this cord already comes along with the base, and so there's a little hole there that you just stick in the power for that. And then here's the one that you would use for the actual wall outlet scenario. And so you just take that bad boy and unravel that, and we're just gonna slide it right in the hole. Boom. And just like that, we can plug it in, and we'll be able to have some things that are growing. Man, I laughed to myself after setting one up in front of the other, because it's like there's always a competition going on and with gardening, really. But yeah, that's how I did it. Now I did put a piece of cardboard between one and the other so that the light of the one behind it doesn't interfere with the new and things like that. So, you know, keep those things in mind if you are growing multiple hydroponic systems in the same area. So, you know, that's what's going on over there, which I'm also excited. I'll definitely keep you all posted with the progress of this hydroponic system. And even like make sure I make note of when I see things sprout up, so that I can give you all, you know, like a mid checkup and things like that, but then also give you dates and time frames of when things did germinate. So with that being said, great people, I'm also excited I feel like I've shown enough excitement of why I'm excited about this iDoo hydroponic system, but you will be too if this is the route in which you go with. I largely recommend this one. This one is at the top, #1 of hydroponic systems I've done and used so far. And so, hey, go for it. Link down below. Click it, buy it, have it, love it. Let me know in the comment section how things work out for you when you do go this route as well. So with that being said, I love you all. I appreciate you all. If you have any questions, definitely let me know, and I'll be sure to answer it. If I may not have shown you something that you particularly need answers to, I'm here because I did it. I touched it myself, so I can let you all know what's going to come your way when you do the same. So with that being said, love you, appreciate you. Until next time, peace.